All right, guys, I left you hanging in the last video when I installed the amber lights. I wanted to show you how this comes off. I had a really hard time with it when I was trying to do it with a single tool. I figured out, for me, I need two of these. So the first one I put in, right? So this one gets you a little bit of separation, and then you can fit one in. There you go. That pops this corner out. That's what I was trying to get to, but it's really hard to get a tool in over there just by itself. They did it in the video, but then once you get that, just keep working your way along. I'm gonna zoom this out now so you can see the whole setup. But then once you get one corner done, the rest just kind of pops. Well, I haven't done the whole thing, so you're learning this with me, but I'm going to get it because now I want to know. There we go. Okay. So let me show you here. So this thing's sitting right here. You have two yellow clips that go onto it here, and same on the other side. This one right here, underneath the pillar of the D, goes down. So if you were to push like a clip thing in here, push that down, this one goes up, the middle two go down, this one is up. So this is what I'm talking about. The little knobs are up. This one, the knob is on the bottom. So I still think the way I just showed you is the way to do it. So stick a tool in somewhere around here just to get it popped out a little bit. And that's what I was doing. And I guess I was really close to getting it, but I started bending the plastic. You really can't see it, but there's a little mark right there where I started bending it. And the second that happened, when it wasn't coming out at all, I realized I just need to take a break. Once that's off, you have one 8mm screw on this side over here, one 8mm screw dead center, one 8mm screw over on this side, and then, so then all of these clips have to come off, and then there's going to be a couple more screws going down into this to hold it on, and then it just pops off. I mean, I guess I can do it because I want to see what is in there. I'm going to use my repurposed tool holder here. Now this comes off pretty darn easy. So just, it's a little bit tucked in over on the intake side, but pops right out. We did it. And those screws did have to come out. Oh boy, so I forgot to unzip tie the cables that I have here. And I have to unzip tie the cables that I have that's coming off of here because the wires are here and it already pulled one out because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to fix that right now. Pull this off, and then we have to unhook the camera as well. So there we go. So I will show you the clips that I had to deal with in just a second. Okay, so the grill is off, and seeing as how I am a complete buffoon, I lost one of the little plastic clips and I cannot find it. I spent the last like 30 minutes looking and I'm giving up. I know I like these, so what I have here is some Loctite vinyl fabric and plastic flexible adhesive. I'm going to put a little like dab in the corners on each of these just to hold them in place and then put them in there. I mean, they're in there pretty freaking good right now, so maybe I'll just put a little dab on there and then put the clips back in where they are. But I can't believe I lost it. I've looked everywhere, up underneath all the skid plates, just, I heard it clicking down and I just dropped a bunch of this. Awesome. If I ever find that other one, like maybe when I looked under the, or around the tires, I looked freaking everywhere. It's driving me crazy. As soon as I put all this together, I'm gonna find it. I know it. I freaking know it. That's how this works. All right. So they're in there. They look really good. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to zip tie all the wires to. Okay, so as this goes back in here, before I clip anything in, I want to figure out what I'm going to do with the wiring. This clip right here is what holds this hose. So basically, you just fold it back. When it actually clips down, it's pretty secure. It's just going to connect to here. So I'm going to hook this back up right now. That's in there. And then just clamp this down. So it is back in there. But to get it out, you've got to like stick a screwdriver in there and pop it. But it does come out. It's made to not pop through the hole in the plastic here. It's made to actually undo there. And then the other wire, this one right here, and it was zip tied right here. So I'm going to get a new zip tie and put it on there. This wire right here sits on this clip. And there is, I want to show you this because it took me a minute to figure out. There's a little thing here that presses down. You can see it there. And this slides onto it. So right there, it's clicked, it's on there. To get it out, you press that down and slide it off. And then obviously you'd have to cut that zip tie to get the whole thing off without ruining anything. But that's it. And then where does this thing fit back in there? It's going to go like that. All right, so that's hooked back up. The water's hooked back up. I think I'm ready to start running the wires and clipping this thing back in. So I think I can have the wires come over the top here. I don't think it's going to squish them. There's some space between where these louvers come up and the top of this. So like my finger's moving back and forth. So I can have the wires come up there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to look down here. I can't see them in the front. So that's exactly what I wanted. And then same over here. I had it coming up like through this thing before, but now it's just going to come straight back. And this will be a lot cleaner install. So taking the whole thing off, not as hard. I was a little nervous when I did it the first time, but this is actually working out really well. So now I'm just seeing the clips that hold everything together. And the great thing is there's little plastic pin things that like that thing is going to go in through a hole there, and it's doing that all over the place. So that is helping me guide this thing in. Once I get it close, I can just start snapping it. I think I can probably, so that's snapped over here. I got this lined up. That's snapped. So now, and again, nothing's getting pinched. This is really good. All right, I think I can start putting the bolts back in. I feel like there were more clips when I pulled this off. So the speaker, not only, it'll hold it there, so I don't have to worry about it falling. So there are two different kinds of bolts here. So these had some white thread lock and they're big old heads there. These have blue thread lock and it's smaller. So these go down on the bottom and these were the ones that were up top. When you're screwing metal into plastic, remember the adage, tight, tighter, loose. So if you strip this out, you are out of luck. I'll snap this piece back in. All right, that's all done. So now I just got to run these wires back, plug them in, zip tie them up, and then I'll put this top part back on as well. One thing you got to do when you're putting the cowling back on is make sure you get it seated around the intake. So you can just kind of, got some rubber, got to make sure that rubber's up on top, and there we go. So that's lined up where it should be. These little plastic things go into the guide holes to line everything up. And now all of the little clips should fit right in there. So there you go. In case you were wondering how to take the actual front grille off, I did it because I wanted to make sure I could. And I lost a clip, so really, I probably should have just left it alone. But like I said, I'm sure when I back out, it's going to show up, and I will find a way to put it back in there. They still work. We didn't break it.
It's over!